The Mummy. This stars Tom Cruise, Annabelle Wallis, I think her name is Annabelle Wallis, apologise, Jake Johnson, Sophia Boutella, and Russell Crowe. Now this movie has a decent cast. It is based of course, it's The Mummy we've seen, and this is a remake, maybe even a remake kind of thing. And this is setting up the Dark Universe, as they're calling it. This is the Monsters universe. This is the stuff we see. This is the setup for it, and this is the move. This is just a setup for the movie. This is the Mummy, and obviously shit happens. The Mummy gets let out, and she wreaks havoc on the city, and that's basically what happens in the other Mummy movies as well. It's the same thing. But this movie is definitely a setup. This is the biggest setup for the Dark Universe. This obviously crosses paths with Russell Crowe's character, which is, if you don't want to find out, like skip ahead like 10 seconds, I'll give you a few seconds. Jekyll, Dr. Jekyll, Jekyll and Hyde, that is Russell Crowe's character. I'll let you guys come back. Alright, should be back right now. But, so he crosses paths with Russell Crowe's character, and this character is very much setting up the universe. This is setting up things. He gets information about monsters from him, and he sees, like, you know, in the office and shit, you can see monsters, and, you know, I knew who he was going out, so I didn't want to spoil it in case someone didn't want to know, or, you know, some people have been spoiling, some people haven't, like, kept me a secret, but I knew, so it wasn't a secret who he was. But this is definitely a setup. This movie, it has its own things, definitely. I mean, the story's average. They try to be funny, it doesn't quite work. The cast actually does work though. I do like Tom Cruise in this movie. He actually did pretty well. Jake Johnson was used in a different way I kind of expected but didn't. But he was a comedy relief character, as you'd expect Jake Johnson to be. Sophia Boutella is the Mummy, and she was kind of cool in that. You see a kind of side of the Mummy you don't really see before. And, you know, Russell Crowe was great as well, but this is definitely a huge setup for the Dark Universe. This is a setup for seeing monsters in the future. This is a setup for seeing creatures of the Black Lagoon, the Invisible Man, you know, Wolfman, stuff like that. Classic, you know, horror shit we're going to see in the future, because this movie is a giant setup, and that's the thing. As a Taylor movie, yes, the comedy doesn't necessarily work. A lot of the action is revealed in the trailer, which was a big downer. You see a lot of action shots in the main trailers, and I don't like watching a lot of trailers, because I'll see like one and be like, okay, that kind of looks cool, and that's it. I don't like watching 3 and 4 and 5 and stuff like that, because it kind of gives away too much. And the cinema I go to, they show trailers when we go and see the sessions, and because I go so often to see the movies, I saw this Mummy trailer like 4 or 5 times, and the more and more I looked, they reveal a lot of stuff in the trailer. They reveal a lot of the action scenes in the trailer, a lot of the plot points, a lot of stuff that's going on is in this trailer, which is a shitty downfall. But this movie definitely is kind of disappointing as a movie itself, but it does give me kind of hope for the Monsters universe, because it looked cool, the stuff they were doing with Russell Crowe and that kind of character line. But yeah, this movie, again, it's action things are alright, but a lot of them, you know, are revealed in trailers. The comedy, comedy's alright. There's a lot of exposition, a lot of like explaining shit in this movie, and it can get kind of boring. This movie is kind of forgettable. I feel like this movie is definitely something you don't really need to see. But if you want to see it, go and see it. Don't let me stop you. But this movie is a bit average, guys. I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna get a C- from me. This is close. This isn't an awful movie, but it is a great movie. I got some alright things about it. The thing it was just definitely holding it was Russell Crowe, the setup for the Dark Universe. But that is it, guys. I apologise. My voice is getting more sick as I start like re-watching my videos. You haven't guys seen them yet, but because I'm filming this all in one day, so I just keep changing shirts so I don't look like a fucking, you know, look back and be like, why are you wearing the same shirt in every video? I've just been changing shirts. I film them all in one day, or most of them, and then I film them over a few days, then I start uploading them bit by bit to get caught up. Because when I get a, you know, lighting, I don't know if it's working, but I got a fucking huge lamp, it's probably like a bit shiny here. I've got a natural light because it doesn't get across this side of my face, so the natural light's here, and that's really dark, so if I get a light, and then something this is light and that's dark. It's pain. I'm trying to get these videos out as quick as I can. That's why they're not as in detail, because they're so late as well. I definitely, for newer movies, I'm going to get so much more in detail talking about them, but because these movies aren't necessarily the great ones that we talk about. Wonder Woman's an exception, but I mean, it's hard to talk about a movie that you saw a couple months ago once. So, apologies, that's my fault. I can't really blame it on anyone besides myself, but this is hopefully a chance to get all caught up to date with movies. It's my 5th review in like you know, the same day. I don't know how they're going to get done today, but we'll find out. You guys know what to do. You guys can get involved in the comments below. You can like, you can subscribe, and of course have a good one.